Hey guys, welcome to A Story Beside, where you play as a humble innkeeper who is living in a quiet mountain village. She reflects upon a lifetime of poignant memories, heartwarming friendships, and bittersweet choices, proving along the way that you don't have to slay dragons to be the hero of your own story. Just an FYI, this game is a little bit slow at the start, like I would say the first few hours, but apparently it gets really good. Let's just, enjoy the story and be immersed in it and get to know the characters. Another interesting information is that this game is inspired by Life is Strange and To the Moon. So yeah, I'm excited to see what this game holds for us. Let's go.
Tiny twinkling firelights. We were meant to see them that night. Thousands upon thousands of them rushing into the sky like a great shining mist, surging with spirit and song, teeming like the sea. A spectacle we were to witness, painted across the sky in splendour. That's what the older folks were saying anyway. Sights like that, so achingly wondrous your breath catches in your throat and your heart forgets to beat. They tend to put me in a wistful sort of mind. I suppose that's what happened. I've come to the final chapter of my story and feel the need to justify it all. To make all the choices I've made mean something in the end. In the classic tales, it's simple, straightforward. Of course, the hero's life was worth living. He saved a kingdom, slew a dragon. But mine, it's a different sort of story. Not much there for the poets to fuss their pens over. I was just a girl, living in a quiet village on a quiet mountainside.
Okay, Lyric, now we're the heroes and you're the slime. Ready? You have to count down from 10. Now, Graham, Finn, let's hide. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So Lyric is our protagonist. We'll wait 10 seconds. How can we start looking now? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The visuals already look so cozy and really beautiful. Also, I read the reviews to say that you should explore as much as possible, interact with as many things as possible, because it does change the story a bit. No time to rest, I have to look for my friends. Of course, I'll edit the boring parts out, as usual. A dragonberry, Miss Melda makes the best pies with these. Let's go. Playing in the hide and seek in the forest sounds like such a fun idea. Pyre Woods, the peaceful village of Pyreside lies ahead. Huh? Did she go inside the old hunting cabin? Doesn't she know there's a new villager moving in today? Kelsey? Wow, that's a hunting cabin. That's a bit creepy. What are you doing in here, Kelsey? The new villager is moving in today. We really shouldn't. Don't be such a goody two-shoe. I don't see him here right now. Do you? No one will even notice if we peek around a little. Look at all this stuff. He's got old maps, fancy bottles, and... Whoa, a sword! It looks sharp too. A real sword? A sword? Is it real? You're thick as a manure sometimes. Of course it's real. He must be a true adventurer to have a sword like this. Mother told me all about this new villager, of course. She said he's moving all the way from Rivermill. That's in the southeast. Is this him and his wife? She's sorta pretty, I guess. I wonder what happened to her. Mother said he's moving here alone. Kelsey, he'll probably be back soon with another cart full of his things. We need to get out of here. Oh, how shiny! What a pretty necklace! How does it look on me? Mother says it's easy to be fooled, but I think this is a real sapphire. Look how it glitters. You know what? Let's be more adventurous. Can I try it on? Do you think I could try it on next? I might never wear real sapphire, guys. You want to try it on? I bet it looks really pretty on you. Just one thing. You had to take it from me first!
Kelsey Martin was stubborn, stuck up, and self-centered. She also happened to be my best friend.
The very
you
best
take what you
type.
get in a little town like Pyreside, better or worse.
What were you chasing me for, Lyric? You broke the fancy bottle. What? You were the one who started running. Oh no, oh no, oh no. What are we gonna do? You're the one that started it. I didn't even want to come here in the first place. Well, whatever. Let's just get out of here, okay? You can admit that you started it later. Oh no.
Huh?
Who are you? What are you doing in my cabin? We live in a village. I'm Lyric. Lyric is such an interesting name, isn't it? I haven't heard of it before. It's a really cool name. And this is my friend Kelsey. We were just playing a game. And you decided to ransack my cabin? Well then, you steal anything, break anything, out with it. We were playing a game, that's all. And now we should get home before our parents start worrying. Your parents can wait. The two of you are going to stand there while I make sure all my things are precisely where I left them. If either of you move a single step, then I'll know you're guilty. He'll notice the spill right away. What should we do? I didn't have time to decide. So, not content to break into my home, you decide to break open a bottle of my precious southern wine. Do you have any notion how far I've carried that bottle? What the taste of home might mean to me in this forsaken place? Everything I've been drowning in lately, and here comes a pair of snot-nosed children making it worse. Wonder what stars fallen from the sky to turn my luck so black. Save her? Dad, what are you doing here, Graham? Pardon me, will you, Lyric? I would like to speak with Mr. Byron? Oh no, I'm gonna pronounce that name wrongly a lot of times. Also, I think he may seem like a mean-spirited guy, but he seems like the typical tsundere, like, you know, hard on the outside, but once you get to know him, he's actually a sweetheart. That's what I'm betting on. Greetings to you, Brian. Pleased to see you again. It's usually the charismatic guys you have to be aware of. They're usually the liars and deceivers. James, was it? Wish I could say the same. Your daughter and her friend have been causing me more than a little grief. Yes, I might have heard something about that, Graham. Would you like to step forward and tell Mr. Byron what you told me? Graham? Like the cracker? I was the one who broke into your house. I thought it would be the perfect hiding spot. What? The others had nothing to do. Are you like trying to take the fall? When I heard you coming, I didn't want to get in trouble, so I ran away into the woods. Young Graham nearly barreled into me on the forest path. Breathless and out of sorts, he confessed what he had done almost immediately. If your story is true, boy, why were your friends inside when I arrived? And who broke my bottle of wine? Why don't you start from the beginning, Graham? I think we all need to hear the entire story. Okay, well, we were playing a game of heroes and slimes.
Sweet Graham Dunnett. Charming in a simple sort of way.
In a simple sort of way.
So noble, falling on his sword to save us girls from a bit of trouble. Might have been keen on him back in those days.
Might have been. So I'm really sorry. It didn't mean any harm by it. Lyric, hard. Is this true? Graham broke the bottle on his own, and you and Kelsey were simply helping him clean up. I trust you'll be honest with your father. I try to be honest unless it seriously harms someone or have a severe, like a significantly adverse impact on them. What? I feel like it's both Kelsey and my fault, not just Graham's fault. I definitely cannot blame Graham. So I'm sorry, Kelsey. I want to blame both of us, or even me, myself only, but I'm sorry. It's the lesser of two evils. Kelsey was the one who broke the bottle. We were playing inside and she knocked it over by accident. Graham's just trying to protect us. Lyric was chasing me, Mr. James. I kept telling her to stop, but she wouldn't listen. It wasn't my fault. Well, regardless of whose fault it was, all three of you are going to help Mr. Byron clean up that spill. No, that isn't necessary. Just stay away from me. And stay away from my things, or you rotten children. He reminds me of the Beast from Beauty and the Beast. You know, who's actually a gentle soul. And very hot. Snooping around in Mr. Byron's things was inconsiderate and irresponsible. Should have had more sense than that, all three of you. Lyric, come with me. Sounds like we need to chat about the importance of respecting our neighbors. Graham, Kelsey, back up to the village. I'll be telling your folks what happened here, and I won't hear any arguments. You know, this, like, our dad reminds me of Warwick from Arcane. Anyway. Are we in trouble? So this mess started with a harmless game of heroes and slimes? You and your friends running around the woods? Lyric, hard. I know I'm usually the gentle pushover kind of parent, but I can't help but be a little disappointed in you this time. Tell me, what is it you did wrong? I'm just like blaming Kelsey for everything. We went into the cabin because, you know, it's someone else's place. I shouldn't have gone inside the cabin with Kelsey, especially now that it's somebody else's house. I'm sorry, Dad. Wow, that's true. It's not the reason I'm disappointed. Suppose I'll just tell you then. You played an entire game of heroes and slimes and never once thought to ask your old man for advice. Champion hider I was back in the day. Oh, Dad. You're so silly. Huh? Really? You're not upset with me? What need do I have to be upset? You made a mistake, you apologize, and you won't let it happen again. I trust you on that. Oh. Besides, it's clear there are more important things I need to teach you. This way, hard. You won't find the perfect hiding spot with your eyes only. Move some brush. Climb a tree. You gotta think outside the box. Dad, it's only a game. Climb some tree, I would fall and injure myself. This time, but what happens when the king behemoth gets loose in these woods and think a pretty little girl would make for a tasty snack? Luckily, you've got your old man to show you all the secrets these trees have to hide. Come now, it's not a much further. Our dad is pretty awesome, isn't he? This is so cozy and pretty. What do you think, Hart? Your grandfather called it the mana tree. Isn't that like Square Enix mana? All those Pyrealites certainly seem to like it. Huh? It's so big! Is this the tallest tree in the whole forest? It very well could be. The soil here in the mountains is dry and rocky, so most trees can only stretch their roots so deep. Now, my favorite hiding place is here in this glade. Why don't you try looking around for it? What, inside this log? Never choose a spot you can't easily get yourself out of. Too easy to be trapped inside. You might think you're well hidden back there, but I can still see the patches of violet through the leaves. Keep looking. I do have really red hair. Could try leaping to the other bank, but if you slip, everyone should hear the splash, to say nothing of the soggy shoes. Yeah, and what if I drown? Don't give up, Lyric. I know you'll find the perfect spot. Getting warmer. That's so cute. I look so cute up there. Well done. That low branch around the back makes a perfect foothold for climbing. And who would think to look for you up there? Of course, if they do climb up after, you need a quick plan of escape. Any brilliant ideas? Jumping down might be too dangerous. Like, what if I break something? I could climb back down. Maybe there's another branch I could use. One the person chasing me couldn't reach? A practical solution. You take after your Nana in that way. But I'm not sure you'll be able to find a perfect path down. To be perfectly honest, I think jumping might be your best shot at a quick escape, even from that height. That makes sense, but I might break, I might sprain or break something. Lyric, hard. I would never force you to do this. Are you scared? I'm a little scared. A little. It's a long way down from up here. It's okay to be scared, Heart. Even the bravest adventurers get scared sometimes on their journeys. The secret is having strong and loyal companions to draw courage from in the dark times. It's how every hero prevails in the end. Lucky as you are, you got them in spades. Your mother would do anything for you, your sister and your grandmother as well. And of course, you have me. I'll always be here to catch you. Remember that, Heart. Are you ready? Oh, what a sweet and wholesome moment. There we are, Lyric. Inherited a fair bit of your mother's pluck, didn't you? You barely even hesitated. Just don't go growing up too fast, will you? Your old man still likes to feel needed from time to time. Don't be silly, Dad. How can I stop myself from growing up? Well, isn't that the age-old question? If we ever find an answer, I hope you share it with the rest of us. I mean, even if we find a way to be immortal, I wouldn't want to be that age forever. I'd rather be a young adult forever. Or, 20s, 30s probably. Come now, Heart. It's time to head back to the village. Your mother must be wondering where we've been. Okay, Dad. I'm going up to the inn to see if your mother needs any help. Join us there soon, Heart. I'm certain she'll have a task for you as well. That was a nice moment. Why does Nana bother putting up these notices? The only people who ever come to our village festivals already know about them. Well, I mean, if, because I'm, our family runs an inn, and if I'm a traveler, I would love to see a village festival and join them. Huh? Oh, if it isn't little Lyric. Heard you had quite the afternoon. Running around with my two boys. Got yourself in the right bit of mischief and all. That Kelsey could stand a lesson or two in manners, if you ask me. Her folks will spoil her right rotten if they're not careful. Forgive me, dear. Forgot who I was talking to. But Wait, you might be the perfect person to help me with something. Oh no, I should have spoke to her. Don't go frowning like that. It'll only take a moment. I know how precious your time is, young as you are. See, my husband and I have been working to fix up this raised bed for a new crop, and we ran into a bit of a snag deciding what to plant. Miss Molly, what does this have to do with me? Have a little patience with you. I'm getting to that part. I'm leaning towards building a beautiful flower garden. Imagine glancing out the farmhouse window and seeing some real color blooming out here. William, on the other hand, reckons a herb garden would be best for teas and salves and the like. The dull, practical choice. Oh my goodness, teas and salves. So then, after days of bickering, I suggested we should turn the decision over to someone with no horse at all in our race. That's an interesting saying. You're as impartial as they come, little lyric. What do you think? Take your time, even if there's only one clear choice. I think a flower garden would be very pretty, but I do like the idea of herbs. Like, you get to imagine all the type of herbs and even chilies you get to build. And, like what he said, tea leaves. Oh, I love tea. I feel like that's definitely like better. But why can't you build both? I'm sorry, I'm gonna go with your husband, lady. A flower garden would be pretty, but I think you should plant herbs. Teas and salves are more useful than flowers. Oh well, can say I'm not disappointed, but fair is fair, so I'm to respect the decision of our little judge. I do appreciate your input, little lyric, even though you fell on the side of my dear husband. An herb garden it is. Sorry, my accent's a bit inconsistent, but that's what I assume she sounds like with the way she was speaking. So adorable! I want to be friends with every baby animal in the world. They were baby. Oh yeah, we were talking about the chick. Okay. Look at how cute the animals are. What's going on? Oh! Don't be nervous now, little lyric. They're only curious. Sorry, I don't really have many male voices. I'm a little nervous. Their horns look pretty dangerous. They do, don't they? Lucky for us. Oryx horns are just for show. They use them to attract males and little elves. It's a shame, really. They're perfectly gentle, harmless creatures, but those horns have made them a target for poachers for centuries. Here, go ahead and take this. It'll help you make fast friends. Fast friends? Huh? It's a root? There's a dream root. It only grows in these mountain woods, and the oryx can't get enough of it. Looks like you got a few takers already. To your left is a sunlight oryx. You can tell from the sheen in her brown coat. Daybreak wool is the softest, warmest wool you'll ever find. On your other side is a moonlight oryx. Their coats come in shades of black and white, all white, but what's truly special about them is their milk. Midnight milk is known across the land for its rich and filling flavor. It's said you can live off it for weeks. I like the idea of both, but since right now is daytime, I'll pick sunlight, and I always like more sun. She was so happy to take it. But what about the others, Mr. William? Aren't they hungry? Don't you fret, little lyric. I've got plenty of dream root to go around. Drag myself away from the cows in the barn to feed these beauties. Hand feeding an oryx helps create a personal bond. Solly Dad won't be forgetting your generosity anytime soon. It's important we treasure our friendship with these wondrous creatures. Sad truth is, there aren't many of them left. A particular diet along with coin-hungry poachers make it hard for them to thrive anywhere but these mountains. In fact, these are likely some of the last domesticated oryx in the entire realm. Realm? We've gotta look after them with special care. We should have like a sanctuary to keep them safe. That's so sad. Just goats. What kind of response is that? Oh. That's so sad. I wonder if they get lonely. In a way, it's sad, yes, but it also makes each one of them more precious, more meaningful a friend. That's how I try to see it anyway. In any case, thanks for helping me out. Solly thanks you too. And hopes you'll be back soon with more Dream Root. Oh, I'm friends with the white goat now. Thank you for your help. Our oryx friends need a lot of looking after. Hello, little boy. Finley. Oh, hey, Lyric. Wanna hear a hilarious joke I made up? Why did the airship crash into the ocean? Because the pilot was a tomato. Get it? Tomatoes can't fly airships. That's so mean, but I don't... I'm sorry. Like, I need to be honest with you. Finn, that joke is really stupid. It doesn't make any sense. Just say it's not funny. Don't say it's stupid. Oh yeah, maybe you're right. I was gonna tell it to everyone at dinner, but I can think of a better one. Yeah, we can think of it together, Finley. Wait, Lyric. Dad says no one is allowed in the barn today. He says the oryx cows need to sleep. Donut barnyard. Take care not to disturb our birds and bees. Oh, I guess the birds are the chickens. Okay. Huh? Finn must have fallen into the river again. I wonder if Miss Wally ever gets tired of drying his clothes. She must have accepted it already. I do appreciate your input, little Lyric, even though you fell on the side of my dear husband. An herb garden it is. Can we go in there? Oh, we can! Oh, no one's in there. Okay. Donut Farmhouse. Fresh homegrown produce available at our stall. I guess this is a store. Reminds me of Stardew Valley. Graham's family always has fresh fruits and veggies for sale. I bet we'll be having some for dinner tonight. That sounds yummy. Fresh produce every single day. Oh, Cracker! There you are, Lyric. Hey, you think Kelsey's folks let her have it for breaking that bottle? Huh? I don't think so. Kelsey's parents let her get away with anything. Oh. Yeah, you're probably right. Why did you let her take the blame anyway? I was trying to cover for her. She deserved it, come on. I had to tell the truth. Mom and Dad taught me to always be honest. I had to tell the truth. Guess I can't blame you for that. I just didn't want Kelsey to be grounded from the festival or anything. I like hanging out, all of us together. Thanks, Graham. It's sweet of you looking out for us like that, even if Kelsey doesn't appreciate it. Don't sweat it, you're embarrassing me. Anyway, I'll see you at dinner, Lyric. Should be a fun night. It does sound like a fun night. Oh, look at the old man there. Can we... Yes, we can. Okay. Ooh, you have green hair. He's like from anime. Oh, Lyric, not bothered by loud clanging, eh? Myself, I take hammer on steel over the twins' constant bickering any day. They're at it again inside. Had to step out, clear my head. Hard to believe those two share a room. Can't share so much as a toolbox these days. They do seem to fight a lot. All the time, actually. Suppose it's just siblings being siblings, but then you and your sister get on like bread and butter, don't you? Nobody never fights. Everyone fights like a little bit. It's a bit weird if you don't fight. We do fight sometimes. She gets mad when I touch her things. Glad to hear it. Yours look like the perfect saintly family from the outside, but I suppose we're all only human. Get along. Now, Lyric, gotta set these blades to cooling before dinner. Yeah, as he said, it's human to fight. You're just being humans. More green hair. You're seriously mad at me, Sestra? After all this time, you can sure hold onto a grudge. It's not a grudge. You leave my tools lying around all the time. The wrench was just one example. Oh, and Sestra means little sister, blockhead. We're twins. Does it really? Oh, you caught me. I never paid much attention to Miss Prim's lessons. To be fair, I was the victim of some pretty intense bullying from one of the other students. We were homeschooled. I was the only other student. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and you were a huge bully. You still are. Did you just like chest bump? Huh? Oh, so that's how you want to settle this? Another bloody no? Bring it on, Sestra. You can barely lift your hammer with those girly arms. She looks muscular. What are you talking about? Oh, hey there, Lyric. Welcome to Hilt and Hammer. Reliable weapons and armor at affordable prices. How can we help? I can't pay you guys. I'm a little child. What was that about? What were you just fighting about? It sounded serious. They're just siblings, little Lyric. Actually, maybe you can settle it for us. You're a neutral third party. You'll be able to see right away my blockhead brother is wrong. My sweet, not at all screwy sister is mad because I occasionally borrow her backup toolbox while I'm working on a piece for the shop. And my brother thinks it's just nifty leaving my tools on whatever random table tickles his fancy, like they were his. And my sister thinks it's just swell getting furiously angry about it even though she never ever needs the tool I borrow. So, this is really hard. What do you think? I guess I honestly, I'm 50-50. But since I'm 50-50, since they're her items, I'm gonna side with her. Even if it's an old toolbox, it still belongs to Brianna, and you should respect other people's things. Exactly! I knew I liked you, Lyric. Well then, back to work? Yeah, back to work. Hilt and Hammer, reliable weapons and armors at affordable prices. Wow, look at the flowers and just everything. Oh, don't mind me, dear. You know how your Nana likes to fuss over seating arrangement before a big village dinner. Is anyone special coming? Is anyone special planning to come tonight? Anyone special? My dear, the whole village will be in attendance, but I suppose you mean anyone out of the ordinary. I'll be surprised if any of those adventurers at the inn decide to join us. Too wrapped up in their own affairs as usual. We're expecting Mr. Brian, the guardsman who just moved into the old cabin on the cliff. Rumor has it the two of you have met. I don't think he likes me very much, or my friends. There's plenty of time to make a second impression, dear. All the time in the world, if he decides to stay here in Pirate, that is. Anyway, dear, where would you prefer to sit? With your little friends as usual? Or will you charm us family members with your company? Friends! Of course friends! I mean, look, I get that it's nicer to be with family, but like, I'm not gonna understand anything they say and they have to filter themselves. It's not working out, man. They wouldn't want to sit with me. I like to sit with my friends if it's not too much trouble. doesn't surprise me one bit. I'll take that into account. Now go ahead, run along and play. Your Nana can handle the place settings. Unless I'm very curious of what the adults say and I like to listen, then I would choose the adults. The Sleepy Dragon, warm beds and brews for weary travelers.
What's there to say of the Sleepy Dragon? Suppose most folks would mark it a humble inn on a little hill. But to my family, Mum and Dad, Nana, my sister and me, it was our castle, our livelihood, my home.
Hey, I think Daddy? Yes. Can't be distracted just now, Hard. Your old man falls off the step ladder. He's not getting back up anytime soon. Yes, definitely. Keep doing your thing. And stars, do these windows need washing? Oh wait, I might be missing something. It's too late. Oh, I think that's my mom? There you are, Lyric. Your father said you wouldn't be far behind him. Been very busy today, have you? Yeah, I guess so. I was playing Heroes and Slime with my friends. Well, you managed to arrive too late to help with the cooking and too early to help dish up. You've got your father's knack for timing. I'll be needing you and your sister to plate and serve dinner in a short while, but I'm afraid you'll have to keep yourself busy till then. Not a problem.
Isla's my sister, but comparisons only flatter the one of us. She's older, for one, friendlier, cleverer, and far more talented. Oh, and very pretty. Cannot forget that. Nobody else ever did.
Oh hey Minnow, I wasn't sure I'd see you before dinner. Figured that would have put you to work after your little adventure. Huh? Does the whole village know about that already? What did you expect? Gossip moves fast when you can count your neighbors on two hands. Wait, two hands? That's it? Especially gossip about a new villager. Kelsey told her folks he was pretty nasty to you. Is that true? He's okay. I mean, he was like upset that, we broke his expensive, rare wine. But that's reasonable. Not really. He was mad, but only because we went in his house and broke a bottle. Kelsey's just being dramatic. What a surprise. Listen, Minnow, I know she's your best friend and all, but Kelsey sure is a brat sometimes. How dare you say that about my best friend even though it's 100% true. Anyway, did you want to practice the piano? Sure, I should practice that song you've been teaching me. Whenever you're ready, you remember the first few notes, don't you? There you go, the notes are sounding good, but it looks like you still need to work on your hand placement. Here, why don't you shift forward a bit? I'll fill in the harmony and we can play together. Watch my hands. This sounds really pretty. I love piano duets. Your form is improving every day. I think you'll be better than me before too long. Maybe even better than Ma'am. Huh? I don't know. I can't even play both parts yet. Well, that's what practice is for, Minnow. You've got to keep at it. And speaking of practice, I should get back to mine. That was a nice moment. Let's go explore everywhere else. I spoke to our Nana. What is here?
That view, oh, that view. Even as a child, I knew how lucky I was to have it. Songbirds flitting across the sky,
Wow.
moonfish shimmering in the lake, and the most romantic sunsets a girl could dream of, steps away from our door. Long, lazy hours I spent soaking it all in.
Wow. The writer for this game, the dialogue at least, is definitely either like a writer who writes books or they read a lot of books. Imelda? Good afternoon, sweetheart. Or is it evening already? When you get to be my age, time just slips through your fingers. You're not that old. Poppycock, a little too polite for your own good you are. I've lived a very long, very full life, thank you very much. If I bought the farm this very night, stars forgive the thought, I would not have much to complain about on the path to paradise. Now then, sweetheart, anything I can do for you? These biscuits won't get to baking themselves. How delightful! Did you find this in the forest? Rare to find one so perfectly ripe and so juicy. What a dear, always bringing me the berries you find on your little adventures. I would like to return the favor this time, if I might. Truthfully, I can't take all the credit for the pies you and your little friends love so much. I'm simply following an old family recipe. I've always kept it a secret, but as Joseph and I never had any children of our own, well, I'll need to pass it down to someone, won't I? Ooh! I hope I'll be making that, or in the future? Oh, yum! I can bake my own dragonberry pies with this? Well, it's not as simple as you make it sound. A recipe isn't a magic spell, you know. You've got to work at it, perfect your practice over time. But keep at it, sweetheart, and I dare say your desserts will be the mouth-watering sort before you know it. Thank you, I am excited to make the pie. Of course, my mom will help me. Your husband! Oh, Lyric, what a pleasant surprise. I was just on my way to ask my darling wife for a stroll. So many pretty sights this evening. Firelights dancing in the tall grass and that. Perhaps you would care to join us? Sure. That sounds wonderful, Mr. Joseph. Thank you for the invitation. Such lovely manners. James and Caroline certainly have done right by you and your sister, haven't they? Give me a moment to fetch my dear wife, and another for her to fasten the front of the looking glass. Oh, she'll be so delighted to have you along. What a perfect evening for a festival, not a single cloud in the sky. And so many firelights already twinkling in the treetops, as if they're preparing for their big moment. Are you looking forward to tonight, Lyric? Surely your folks told you what to expect. I don't remember, I want to know so that they'll tell us, but I bet Lyric does remember. I don't really remember, but I know there's gonna be lots and lots of firelights at the Overlook. Indeed there will be. It's a mystical gathering that only happens once every 7 years, on the night of the summer solstice. Joseph and I have watched each and every one over the last 50 years, and it never fails to take our breath away. The origins of the festival are simply fascinating. It dates back centuries, when Queen Ambi still claimed rule over these lands. You must have come across the Queen in your studies, the most vile and wretched tyrant our realm has ever seen. Does such a charming young girl need to hear this story, Joseph? I can handle it. I read all sorts of fairy tales.
Well,
Queen Ambi was no fairy tale child. She was regrettably real and horrifyingly cruel in her conquest. Wherever she would send her shadow army, tragedy and plague would follow, cursing and scarring the very land itself. Her army set on a chilling march across the northern plains, razing every village in their path. Eventually, there was nowhere to run. A small band of survivors fled into these very mountains. They were pursued by the Queen's Shadow Guard, forced to the very edges of these cliffs, a dire situation indeed. But they never lose hope. This is where things turn around. Dear, I was on a roll. But you're right, of course. Turning to the horizon, the surviving villagers did the only thing they could think to do. They prayed with all their hearts. They prayed to the sky and to the spirits of the friends and families they had lost.
Huh?
They prayed? What did that do? Well, at that moment, when it seemed their fates were sealed. What? A dazzling sea of firelight burst forth from the hills and valleys. All of the shadows, guards vanished in a single moment. It's said that in each firelight shone the spirit of someone who had fallen at the Queen's hands, thousands and thousands of them. They would gather in a blaze of light and magic to force Queen Ambi from the mountains and offer sanctuary to those who lived on. That was many years ago, but we still benefit from their blessings today. We owe so much to these gentle spirits. These enchanted glow of the dawn flowers, the rich soil that makes our garden so bountiful, it's all thanks to their magic. That's why the festival is so lovely. A beautiful reminder every 7 years that the Firelights are watching over us. Speaking of the festival, why don't we head back up to the village? We wouldn't want to tire ourselves too much. Thank you for joining us, Lyric. Such a pleasant little stroll. I enjoyed your story, Sir Joseph. That was a really nice stroll. Let's see where else we haven't been. Yes, so we haven't been here yet. I think this is the last place. Miles? He looks like a maestro, something like that. Did you need something, Lyric? Kelsey's playing outside if you're looking for our darling daughter. Thanks, Mr. Miles. Just poking around. That's it? I thought you would say more. You look like an interesting fella. Oh, hello. Oh, Cozy, you look even fluffier than usual today. Is there still a dog under all that fur? No, there isn't. Lyric, sweet girl, are your shoes holding up? Last I mended them, I didn't know you'd be wearing them gallivanting around the woods. Gallivanting? Yes, thank you, Miss Eva. I really only have the one pair. Well, except for my fancy slippers. Is something wrong with your dress slippers? I would think a festival night like tonight would be the perfect occasion to show them off. They're sort of ugly. I think maybe this is more true. They're uncomfortable. They hurt my feet, Miss Eva. Do they have to be so pointy? Well, comfort isn't always the first consideration when it comes to fashion. That style has caught on like wildfire in the capital city. Go ahead and run along, sweet girl. I'll see what I can do about stitching you a new pair of slippers before the next festival. Thank you, please make it comfortable. I'm not allowed inside this creepy old windmill, which is fine by me. Kelsey says she hears ghosts crying in there at night. Ooh, did someone die in there? Kelsey, hello. I'm not talking to you. Mother says I can't have any dessert tonight because you went and told on me. I'm sorry, dessert is really important. Oh, I forgot. I missed that. Don't forget, I am never gonna forgive you. Oh, come on, Kelsey. Just go away. Nothing you say or do is gonna cheer me up. Okay. What if I bring you some dessert? Am I missing anything? I don't think so. I think we're done. I'm done. Mama? Ready to help dish up, Lyric? It's nearly time for dinner. Yes. I'm ready. I can't wait for dinner to start. Me too, I'm starving. Happy to help. I knew I could count on you. Isla, loath as I am to pull you away from your music, it's time to dish up. Come help your sister. Now, it might look like there's plenty of food, but with the entire village coming to dinner, we can't afford to drop a single morsel. Now, you all be sure to eat your face sprouts, especially you, sweet Lyric. Your mother gave me specific instructions to watch your play. Oh, can't we just let the children have some fun? Reckon a festival's night the best time to bend the rules a little. I think there's been enough rule bending today. Trespassing, vandalism, talking back to a grown-up. Have I forgotten anything? Truly, I haven't a clue what you children were thinking. Breaking into that old cabin and rifling through poor Mr. Bryan's belongings. Should all have more sense than that. More sense and more decency. Never mind whose careless idea it was. Yes, well, I just hope a lesson was learned here today. It was, Mother. I promise I won't let them get me into trouble like that ever again. Psst, you big liar. You went into the cabin first. It could have ended really bad for us, you know. Mr. Bryan was so angry. Whatever, I'm not scared of that ogre man. You aren't either, are you? He's just a nasty old grump. He's... a little. He's a little. I'm a little scared of him, and you should too. Who knows what he would have done if Dad didn't show up, it's true. Probably you just made us, stand there. Like, stand in the corner. It's a matter of respect, certainly, but I do believe we should be wary of our strange new neighbor. How well does Donovan truly know him? Oh, people are just people, wherever he came from. He's here now, carving out a better and quieter life for himself, same as the rest of us. I suppose you're right. Still, it isn't often someone new moves to our little village. I'm curious to learn more about him. It seems like there's more than 10 people. Psst, what do you think he's hiding? If he's really an adventurer, he probably has all kinds of dark secrets. We should go back and look. Not a chance. I'm not covering for you again. What are you guys talking about, adventurers? Silly boy, don't talk with your mouth full. But speaking of...
The adventurers what passed through our village. Didn't care for them in those days. Didn't understand. In truth, they were heroes, out braving the dangers of the world and making it safer for the rest of us. But through the eyes of a little girl, they were cold, arrogant, certainly not deserving of the care Mom and Dad showed them.
We're just NPCs to them. Always so rude. They didn't even notice we're all sitting down to a village dinner. Actually, all the games I usually play, us players would usually talk to every single villager. No doubt. And like I said, we would just join festivals and have fun and eat their food. I feel like maybe Lyric and this village is a bit biased against them. Maybe even giving that vibe so that the adventurers are scared of us? I don't know. Always so rude. They didn't even notice that we're all sitting down to a village dinner. I certainly don't envy James and Caroline. We're all relying on those vagrants, but them more than anyone else. Oh well, can't let it ruin a lovely festival. Are you kids ready to watch the Pylites? Reckon it will be an incredible show. I am, Mother. Can I be excused? I don't want anyone else getting the best spot on the cliff. Oh, I suppose you finished all your face sprouts, haven't you, Lyric? Or at least enough to please your mother. Yep, let's go find the perfect spot. Alright, Hut, I'll tell you to be on your best behavior, but I know you're already planning on it. Now that you say it, Dad, maybe I don't want to be. Your mother and I are going to watch the lights with some of the other grown-ups. We're gonna be drinking. Stars, James, she knows what wine is and why it's a drink for adults, don't you, Lyric? I mean, do I know why it's a drink for adults? Yeah, wine is what you drink when with your friends that makes you all loud and annoying and laugh at jokes that aren't funny. Can't tell if that was sarcasm or not. She really is our daughter, isn't she? Well, she's mine at least. I've actually been meaning to tell you about the dashing adventurer I met about 9 years ago. Very funny. Dashing or not, no adventurer could have peeled your eyes away from this handsome devil. Come on, Dad. What was that about sarcasm again? Have a good time, Lyric. We'll come find you in an hour or two when it's time for bed. We love you, Heart. If you need anything, go bother your sister. Love you too, Dad. I will. Again, I'm sorry about the accent. It's gonna be butchered in the next video. And probably this one too. Oh, Cracker? Hey Lyric, I hope you and Kelsey can still make up. Tonight won't be as much fun if we can't all enjoy it together. That's true. Huh? What are you doing down here, Lyric? The show's starting soon. Get up to the overlook with your friends. Thousands of twinkling lights rising over the lake. You're going to love the sight, dear. Let's go, let's go. Oh. It's gonna be so pretty. We can watch the Pylites together, but I'm still mad at you. Mother wouldn't let me have any dragonberry pie. Hello, Finley. Hey, Finn. Are you ready to watch the Pylites? Yeah, I can't look at you because I don't want to miss it. You can stand next to me if you want, though. Thank you for giving me that honor. Huh? So, where are they? I don't see anything. What's going on? Is that part of it? Oh my goodness! Dad? Mom? Where are you? Lyric, grab my hand! This way, now!
We came to know it as the shadow. It sounds mundane, doesn't it? Unassuming. None of us had any notion what it was or where it came from, which only deepened our fear of it. I know what comes after in most stories. Gathered up a party of misfit heroes and set off to vanquish evil, did I? I didn't. Never even left the village. Mine's a different sort of story, remember? Full of sadness and sentiment and people very precious to me, if not the great ballads. I lost a few of them that night. Mum and Dad both died in that first storm. A handful of other folks besides. I can speak of it plainly now, but in the moment, well, it took ages to reassemble the shattered pieces of our lives, and things could never truly go back to the way they were. Yet, the shadow passed, and we lived on. What else could we do? What else can we ever?
Oh no, our parents died, and many others too. That's really sad. You played fair at Heroes and Slimes. Oh, they recorded our choices. Oh, I didn't. You returned Brian's necklace in person. Oh, I missed like 2 of them. Shiny stone. Seven years later. Does that mean we're like, teenagers? Old teenagers? 17? 18? We look like adults for some reason. Wait, is that Cracker? It is Cracker! You look so different! Wow, you look so adult. You do not look like a teenager. Not bad, Lyric. Pull in a few more that size and we'll be heading back to shore in no time. Where's your fish, Cracker? I was starting to think you dozed off back there, being so quiet all morning. Right, sorry, I'm awake. Just lost in thought, I guess. I look very similar to how I was. No kidding, you haven't said a word in 20 minutes. If you don't mind me asking, what is it you've been thinking about so intensely? My love life? No, my parents. You know it'll be 7 years this week. 7 years since the shadow took my parents from me. Your little brother too. It's hard not to wonder, you know, what our lives would be like if that hadn't happened. If they'd been away at market or something. Heavy thoughts, huh? No wonder you've been quiet. I know how you feel. Finn would have been 13 this week. Mom and Dad have got their brave faces on, but I can't tell what's on their minds. You can always talk to me, you know that, right? We've been friends for a long time. Yes, what do you mean by friends? Friends? Well, yeah, friends. What else would we be? At least one of us is having some luck. Your Nana will be happy to have moonfish in her pan tonight. I hate to say it, but we should probably start rowing back soon. Peaceful as the morning's been. Where are your fishes, Cracker?
They say time heals all wounds. Not so sure myself. Dulls the pain, maybe? Mornings out on the lake became part of my new routine. They made for pleasant distractions, full of songbirds trilling and waves lapping and Graham's easy company. But even the sweetest distractions only that. Truth was, the shadow had settled deep within our mountains, and coils of darkness began creeping into our homes like ivy up the old walls of the inn. We wouldn't be able to ignore it much longer.
Graham can handle cleaning and gutting the fish we caught. I should get home before it gets any later. Well, I don't think that time heals all wounds. It heals most wounds. And, you know, the wounds that it can't heal, it just becomes part of us. No matter how heartbreaking and painful it is. You know? Anyway, I'm gonna end it here for today. Thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.